Blue Book Gentlemen Chronicles podcast, Episode 2. French Culture, Exploring Literature and Art, Part 3. Edouard Manet, 1832 to 1883. Manet bridged realism and impressionism, challenging conventions with works like Olympia and Luncheon on the Grass. His bold techniques paved the way for modern art. Despite never taking part in their shows, Manet was the most senior member of the Impressionists and still competed in the salons. He was a significant forerunner of Impressionism because of his unusual subject matter, which was derived from contemporary life, and his concern for the artist's autonomy while working with paint. He was friends with avant-garde authors in Paris, including Baudelaire, who featured in The Music in the Tuileries Gardens. At the Salon des Refusés, an exhibition of paintings that the official salon had rejected, Manet's art rose to fame. He created Impressionist-inspired city scenes and landscapes in the 1870s, influenced by Monet and Renoir. He spent his whole life vying for the salon's acceptance and was yet hesitant to show among the Impressionists. Berthe Morisot, 1841 to 1895, a trailblazer for women in art, Morisot captured intimate moments with delicate brushstrokes. Her works, such as The Cradle, reflect the beauty of everyday life. Eugène Delacroix, 1798 to 1863. Delacroix's dramatic and emotive style defined Romanticism. His masterpiece, Liberty Leading the People, is a powerful symbol of freedom and revolution. Being one of the most prominent members of the French Romantic school, Delacroix's mastery of the brushstroke was quite unique. He drew influence from the works of Rubens and Venetian Renaissance artists, who placed more emphasis on color and movement than on precise contour and meticulously rendered form. The Impressionists' work was greatly influenced by Delacroix's use of expressive brushstrokes and his research into the optical effects of color, while the Symbolist movement's painters were influenced by his love of the exotic. Delacroix, a skilled lithographer, illustrated many works by German author Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, Scottish author Walter Scott, and William Shakespeare. Gustave Courbet, 1819 to 1877, a pioneer of realism, Courbet's The Stone Breakers and A Burial at Ornans depicted ordinary people with honesty and grandeur. Jacques-Louis David, 1748 to 1825. The neoclassical master, David's works like The Death of Marat and Napoleon Crossing the Alps combine history and idealism with precision and power. David was a French painter who was regarded as the best of his day. His analytical style of historical painting in the 1780s signaled a shift in taste from Rococo frivolity to classical austerity, severity, and heightened feeling, which complemented the moral atmosphere of the Ancien Regime's latter years. Later, David became a friend of Maximilien Robespierre, 1758 to 1794, and an outspoken supporter of the French Revolution. Under the French Republic, he was essentially a dictator of the arts. He was imprisoned after Robespierre's downfall, and upon his release, allied himself with Napoleon, the first consul of France, and yet another political government. He created his empire style during this period, which is distinguished by its use of warm Venetian hues. Élisabeth Louise Vigée Lebrun, 1755 to 1842. As Marie Antoinette's portrait painter, Vigée Lebrun established herself in Ancien Régime society. She was elected to art colleges in 10 places and had the patronage of European authors, performers, and nobles. Some well-known modern painters, including Joshua Reynolds, compared her to the ancient Dutch masters and considered her to be among the best portraitists of her day. Jean-Honoré Fragonard, 1732 to 1806. Known for his playful Rococo style, Fragonard's The Swing epitomizes the whimsy and charm of 18th-century France. He was a French printer and painter whose late Rococo style was characterized by hedonism, extravagance, and extraordinary ability. Only 5 of Fragonard's more than 550 paintings, excluding sketches and etchings, are dated, making him one of the most prolific painters working in the latter decades of the Ancien Regime. Genre paintings that evoke a sense of closeness and subliminal erotica are among his best-known pieces. These literary and artistic titans left an indelible mark on culture, inspiring generations with their creativity, courage, and vision. From the romantic fervor of Delacroix to the existential musings of some of France's greatest thinkers, we get a wonderful glimpse into the fascinating world of French culture. Merci for joining me on this immersive journey through French masterpieces. Which writer or artist inspired you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cultural explorations. Until next time, au revoir.